Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The most funny in the morning. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Just another day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. God is good all the time, and all the time, God is good. Pastor Haynes, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Rickey Smiley. I love you, bro. I thank God for you. I pray for you. And I thank God that whenever I need a good laugh, all I got to do is tune in to the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, Rickey, today's song is by the amazing Tamala Mann, and y'all remember it, Take Me to the King. There's a line in there that is so powerful because Tamala is basically testifying that she is broken. Her heart is broken in pieces, and that's what she is bringing to God. She's basically saying it's not enough just to go to church. I need to get to the King. I need to get to the one who can do something about my brokenness, and that's the good word I want to give to everyone right now, because I promise you, life will break you down. I promise you that there are times in life where you will be traumatized, where your heart will be broken because of sorrow and grief, but in those moments of misery, that's when you turn to God and not from God. I think I park right there, Rickey, because it's so important in this life that when life hurts and we are broken, that we don't turn from God, but that's when you turn to God. After all, if you turn from God, what else you got? But if you turn to God, you turn to the God who is a heart fixer and a mind regulator. You turn to the God who somehow specializes in giving us a peace that passeth all understanding. You turn to the God who is a healer, and God is such a healer that God says, if you deal with it, I can heal it. I'm going to do that one more time. God says, if you face it, I can fix it. And so that's why Tamala Mann says, I'm bringing the broken pieces of my heart to the King, because the King is the one who can heal. The King is the one who can take my broken pieces, put them back together, and make me stronger in the formerly broken places. That's the word I want to give to everyone today. Don't you turn from God, you turn to God. Bring that brokenness to God and watch God put the brokenness back together, make you stronger where the brokenness occurred, and then somehow there'll be something more dazzling and beautiful out of the brokenness. You'll go from brokenness to beauty, because there is a God who is the King of kings and who is able to somehow, as the King, bring you healing, bring you hope, and give you a brand new life. Take me to the King.
There it is, Pastor Haynes, man, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church. Let's get into this music. Love you, Pastor Haynes.
Yes, sir. Love you, Rickey. Have a great one.
Yes, sir. You too. Let's go.
News headlines,
entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, 11 minutes after the hour. Got your front page right here. Maria, good morning.
Good morning, Rickey. Good morning, RSMS family. Here's what's happening in news. So we saw this coming. The House on Wednesday passed bipartisan legislation to force TikTok's Chinese parent company to sell the social media platform or face a ban in the U.S. President Biden has said he'll sign the bill if it makes it through Congress. If enacted, the bill would give ByteDance 6 months to divest from TikTok before app stores would start prohibiting access. Now, TikTok estimates that about 5 million businesses use the social media platform to reach customers, and many influencers are saying their businesses would take a hit if the app is banned in the U.S. In other news, and this is a good thing for women in Mississippi, a new Mississippi law will allow earlier Medicaid coverage for pregnant women in an effort to improve health outcomes for mothers and babies in a poor state with the worst rate of infant mortality in the U.S. The presumptive eligibility legislation signed Tuesday by Republican Governor Tate Reeves will become law on July 1st. It says Medicaid will pay for a pregnant woman's outpatient medical care for up to 60 days while her application for the government-funded insurance program is being considered. Lastly, Rickey, a poll showed that 23% of mothers admit to having a favorite child. One psychologist explains often a mom's favorite child will be the one with similarities in personality to their own, sometimes even the child who most reminds them of their younger self. But there are other signs, too. These include if your mom or dad consistently picks your name or birthday for her passwords. And I am guilty of that. I'm Maria Moore, and those are a few of today's news stories. For updates and more headlines, visit RickySmileyMorningShow.com. Rock T, what you got in sports?
What's up there, Maria? Let's start off with the 3 men that are facing federal gun charges in connection with the Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl parade shooting. Investigation turned up in an illegal gun operation, illegal firearms trafficking. None of the men are charged with shooting anyone. Several individuals have been charged in connection with the shooting, with left 1 woman dead and 20 injured. They continue to investigate that situation. In the meantime, quarterback Joe Flacco, who was sitting on the couch last year before signing with the Cleveland Browns, leading them to the playoffs, is headed to Indianapolis to sign a 1-year deal with the Indianapolis Colts, $8.7 million. He will serve as the backup to second-year quarterback Anthony Richardson. And he was the comeback player of the year in the NFL last year, so big up to Joe Flacco. We are 3 days away, ladies and gentlemen, from Selection Sunday. NCAA March Madness is about to be bananas in men's and women's college basketball. I'm getting hyped. I'm getting excited. Can't wait to pick my Final Four in both. Stay tuned for that, man. That's my quick sports report right there. The Brat got the hot spot coming up next. What you going to be talking about?
Coming up next in the hot spot, Meg Thee Stallion announces the 2024 Hot Girl Summer Tour. Up next, it's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The hot spot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. So hot and
that's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, Rick Smiley Morning Show, 29 after the hour time. What up, Brat?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot, but we bring you music, movies, and more, so let's get off into it. Meg Thee Stallion announced plans for the Hot Girl Summer Tour with the North American leg kicking off in May. She'll be making stops in Minneapolis, New York City, Chicago, Philadelphia, Baltimore, Atlanta, Dallas, Phoenix, Los Angeles, Las Vegas, and more. The full schedule with dates and venues will be released on March 20th. Meanwhile, y'all, Swiss Beats and Timbaland are seeking more money from Triller, the social platform, after they failed to live up to the agreed terms of their settlement based around Versus. Now, Swiss and Timbo are seeking $565,000 to cover lawyers' fees after Triller reportedly failed to pay the initial $100,000 they were owed. Initially, the Versus founders asserted that Triller agreed to pay them $18 million by March of 2022, followed by a $1 million stipend every month for the next 10 months. They went on to settle for a $28 million agreement. If successful, Triller will be responsible for paying $565,000 plus an additional 9%. Damn, that's a lot of money. Yep. Meanwhile, Brad Pitt scored a victory in the battle to control the French vineyard he owned with his ex-wife Angelina Jolie. The Chateau Miraval estate, which produces an award-winning sparkling rosé, is at the center of a long-running court battle between the former couple. Angelina attempted to overturn a preliminary ruling of the LA Superior Court, which allowed her ex-husband's claim that she sold her stake in their vineyard to a Russian businessman without his consent in 2021. But in another win for Brad, the court rejected her claims that his suit should be tossed. It now means that Pitt's legal team has the green light to take the court battle to trial, in which he is suing Jolie for breaching an agreement that they would give each other first refusal. Oh, Lord, that is messy. Why would she sell her part and knowing she's not supposed to a Russian businessman? Like, you gonna get in trouble? You think he gonna just go for that? No, stupid.
That's crazy.
Ain't that crazy? Last but not least, y'all, after announcing that his 2022 album, R&B Money, would be his last, Tank has retracted his retirement announcement with the arrival of a new single and tour. Tank and Live Nation Urban confirms his upcoming R&B Money tour. The show will be headlined by Tank with support from Carrie Hilson and Carl Thomas. The 25-city run kicks off on May 10th in New Orleans and will land in most major cities, including Los Angeles, New York, Atlanta, Houston, Chicago, before concluding on June 23rd in Las Vegas. Ticketmaster
I know
pre-sale
Special K
begins
going
on
there because Special K love Carl Thomas.
Well, I thought I was Carl Thomas in the early 90s.
I know it.
The same curl. I wore the same sweaters. I wanted to be the Carl Thomas.
When Carl Thomas drove by that chick house and her husband.
Come on, man. I wanted to be the Carl Thomas or the dude on the S-curl box.
What did you say, Brad?
I wish I never met her. Anyway, Ticketmaster pre-sales begins Tuesday at 10 a.m. local times. General on sale live goes Friday, March 15th at 10 a.m. local time. So get your tickets for that concert. All right, y'all, we're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note. But coming up next, we got special case what is it? News you can't use. That's what it's called. I'm talking about HBCU. No, we got special case with the news you absolutely, positively. I get them confused sometimes.
Mine is much quieter.
Use.
Come on.
The time now is 27 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
You liar! I believe him, yo. I don't know why, but I do.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Special K got news you positively absolutely cannot use. What up, K?
Well, what's going on, Rick? What's going on, everybody? I like to call myself the smart, dumb person on the show. Well, I don't think there's no argument against that, because I'm a smart person that thinks dumb things and does dumb things, but I'm otherwise smart. Like, I can talk politics, but I have no idea what a cloud is. And I was thinking about that when I was on the plane yesterday. I have no idea. Like, what is clouds? And how come they don't fall? Like, how they just hang up there? I ain't never understood that. Did anybody know what a cloud is?
Is it made up of some kind of gases?
Ricky, do you know? Do you really know what a cloud is? Bro, I have
seen them, but I don't know how they got. Like, I'm with you.
That puzzles the hell out of me. But I can talk about the Middle East conflict. All right, so here we go. I got some dumb questions for smart people. Dave, give me some thinking music. Yeah, give me something that. Yeah, there you go. That works. Now, Rock T, turn it down some.
What up, Mike?
There's no lights in the ocean, so how do fish see?
Yeah.
Can somebody tell me where birds be at night?
Sleep with their eyes open, like them damn fish.
Did the first gay man figure out that's what he was by mistake or on purpose?
Can you answer that? I'm asking him to answer that.
I said the very first one.
Oh.
I believe it actually had to be the very first two.
Why?
Yep.
Because it had to be two of them to figure out, and was it on accident or was it on purpose, or were they just bored? I don't know. If you blew a bubble in space, would it pop or float forever? Can you save money on tooth whitening by just brushing with Clorox?
Yeah, the people be dead. Don't say that.
Look, if you dumb enough to try that, that ain't on me.
Well,
okay, I'll put a disclaimer on there. Don't try it. But I'm just wondering, if kids ain't supposed to take candy from strangers, then what's the point of Halloween?
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good one right there.
That's a damn good point. Well, at least you know where they live.
Yeah.
Okay, and back to the cloud thing. When does it stop being partly cloudy and be partly sunny?
It never stops.
When the clouds go away. If a mosquito bites another mosquito, does it get a bump?
We need to smoke some weed to answer all these.
If you mix Dasani water with Aquafina water, which one are you drinking?
Aquasani.
Right.
Is it unethical if a phlebotomist is also a tattoo artist on the side?
No.
A what?
A phlebotomist. A person that draw your blood. Can they also be a tattoo artist on the side?
Yeah.
How come the hair on your legs stop right at your ankles?
Right, because other than that, you'd be a baboon.
If a python attacks another python, would they just squeeze each other to death?
Yep.
If a can of Lysol say it kills 99.9% of the HIV virus, why you can't just spray some of that on? Okay, you know.
I know. You can have people spraying.
Okay.
Spraying some Lysol on the joint before they hit.
Well, they say it kills 99.9%. If a cannibal ate a comedian, would he say that it tasted funny?
Yep.
Bye. Have a nice day, Special K. No more of that mess.
Check it out. Hustle Man is in the house. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Hey, what you got for us today, Hustle Man?
Well, I got what you need, Chief. I got food stamps. I got incense. I got a Greyhound bus in the parking lot. A Greyhound bus? Don't ask questions, Chief.
Hustle Man, you got wedding rings?
Yup, you talking about the jewelry department. That's right over in the jewelry department.
Hold it!
Half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T.
It's Gary, baby.
Hey, Gary has the tea and the Kahlua of the day. Gary, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Thursday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Don Lemon, baby, just 2 months ago, y'all, the former CNN anchor, y'all, Don, he announced, y'all, that he was launching his new show on X, formerly known as Twitter, y'all. And, you know, his first interview, y'all, was with Tesla CEO and ex-owner Elon Musk, y'all. Well, things didn't turn out right. They turned a little heated with Don and Elon, honey. And guess what, baby? Elon just canceled Don's show. And here's what Elon had, and well, at least what Don had to say.
Elon Musk is mad at me. And I just put out a statement about what happened between him, me, and the interview that he is apparently so upset about. But apparently, free speech absolutism doesn't apply when it comes to questions about him from people like me. What did we talk about? Why is he so upset? Does he even have a reason to be upset?
Yeah, honey. They say, baby, when you control the narrative, they say you don't play with Elon, honey. He owns the world, honey. And baby, Don decided he wanted to ask some questions. Thought he was on CNN, and baby,
Well, he's going to get some more money, right? Because I'm sure he signed a contract.
Yeah, who? Don?
Yeah.
Well, he may have, honey, but they saying a lot of people saying that Don and Elon, you know, are a match made in heaven, honey. So people saying they just belong together, honey. Then some people being messy, talking about y'all leave Donetta, honey, alone. Don't get it twisted, baby. He will read you right now. So I don't know, child. But anyway, congratulations to Don. Hopefully everything goes well with him, and he and Elon make up or whatever, and Elon don't take him off the network. So we're gonna follow that story and see how it turns out.
Oh, he did. Did he take him off or not?
Well, he didn't do the interview. He walked off the interview. So you know when a person rich and got money and get mad with you, baby, they start doing what they want to do. So he might just take him off the thing. So we're going to follow that story and see how that turn out. Baby, we don't want Dawn to go to the next best thing, honey. So, but anyway, moving on. In other celebrity news, y'all, baby, actress Karrueche Tran is speaking out, honey. She is defending, honey, her damn feet, baby, to get a bag on OnlyFans, honey. People are attacking, honey, Karrueche about because she got a doggone page for her feet, honey. And she said, first of all, honey, I am not going broke. She said, just a smart play, baby. She said, foot fetish, y'all, is the #1 fetish in the entire world. There's nothing sexual that will be on my page. She said, it's literally my feet, and if people are willing to pay for my damn feet, then what's the problem?
Yes.
She said, what's the problem?
Yes, I want to start one for my feet. Ain't
Yeah,
that my
me too.
earlobes, my knuckles? Yes.
So, Ricky, do you like feet?
Yes.
No, I ain't in the feet like that.
Knuckles? Yeah, but Ricky, people are paying.
Listen.
They making some bread out there too, man.
Yes, honey.
Off of feet?
Yes. Ricky, not been a men like feet?
No.
Ooh, they love feet. I had a post from 2017 of my toes. I was just showing my pedicure. And I saw this guy, he went all the way back all them years to like that post.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Oh, damn.
Yes, honey.
Yeah.
People love feet, honey.
Put some socks on and go to sleep.
I ain't mad at her. I am not mad at her, girl. Get your money.
Yeah, she get her money for her feet, honey. There's a lot of
Some
people
of
doing
these chicks
it.
out here got talons.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah,
They'll probably
Okay,
pay to
you're
see
down.
those too, Ricky.
Yeah.
Your damn feet palm a basketball. No, ma'am.
Yeah, but it's amazing what people pay for, y'all. I mean, people pay for to see you throw up,
Listen.
honey. It's just people got fetishes. Yeah, people got fetishes for everything, honey. So
That fetish world is a whole nother animal, dog.
Yep, it really is. So, honey, I'm thinking about what I could do, child, because, honey, I need some extra income. So we
So
gonna
they
see.
give somebody $20 to put in your face. I don't think so.
They do that too, Ricky. You just said that. People do that. People do that. I have a friend that had a friend that did that.
You have a friend that had a friend.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I like that. Oh, yeah. Do it again. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Some ball here right there with hair on the chest. Oh, yeah.
Yes, colors, baby. The color of the day, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color of the day, y'all, is orangeade. On the high end, you say orangeade, and on the low end, you say beautiful orange. That's your color.
Y'all give it up for Gary with the D.
All right, baby. All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Any Price is Right fan has probably dreamed of one day of going on that show. I've been watching that since I was a kid and being summoned to come on down.
Yes.
Damn right. Well, a lady named Danielle trip to the Price is Right looked like a dream scenario. And she made it on stage and met Drew Carey. She even won her showdown, sending her home with a sauna and a treadmill, which would be great. Which would have been great, except that Perez has no legs, and she has no legs, and she uses a wheelchair. Now,
Maria.
Perez's cringeworthy win was quickly posted on YouTube and garnered plenty of reaction on social media.
Danielle, come on down.
As you can see, Danielle Perez is in a wheelchair.
I'm so excited right now.
But look at the prizes she's going for.
First, this folding treadmill features 24 built-in speed and incline programs.
You heard right, a treadmill.
Congratulations.
Danielle won and became an instant sensation on social media. One tweet went, "Lady in a wheelchair won a treadmill. I laughed, but then felt bad." Danielle tweeted right back, "Don't feel bad. I feel great. I've been popping wheelies all day."
No, you lied. Gary, did y'all see the video?
I haven't seen the video yet, honey.
Gary, look at the video. Look at your phone.
It's beautiful. Yes. And you know, Ricky, there are a lot of exercises you can do on the treadmill without legs or feet. You don't have to have legs or feet to use a treadmill. You can do a walking plank. You can hang from the rails and do tricep dips. Just have someone pick her up and put her hands, and she can do tricep dips. Listen. There are ways to work around it and make it work for you. So she'll have real strong arms, nice tricep muscles.
Maria, your level of confidence and positivity is admirable.
Listen, she can use a sauna. It's great. I'm happy for her.
Maria, she has no feet, no legs.
You don't need feet or legs to use a treadmill.
Hey, listen, when that lady came on stage, I swear to God, I couldn't sleep last night. I couldn't sleep last night. When that lady came on stage, when them damn doors opened, I blacked out.
Yeah, send it.
Brad, look at y'all, boy. I'm sitting y'all. Y'all don't be opening up. Oh my God, I be checking
Well,
y'all.
the sauna door is wide enough for her to roll in there as well, so they made those accommodations.
Okay, she wanted to roll
her. Listen, Super Dave, you're not allowed to hit the buzzer on me, Super Dave.
Wait, you said the sauna. Wait, she wanted the sauna.
The sauna door was wide enough for her to roll inside of the sauna, so she could still use that as well.
Okay, I understand
Ricky?
the sauna, but the treadmill.
Brad.
Listen.
Yeah, I'm looking at her, honey.
That's like wanting a pair of gloves and you ain't got no hands.
Brad said that to us. Brad, please text Portia. Oh, I know she's on the phone.
Who's on the phone?
Hold on. Let me get her name. What's her name? What's her last name?
Turn the music down.
No, what's her last name?
Perez.
Danielle.
Okay. We are on the phone, Miss Danielle Perez. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. How are y'all?
Oh, great. Hey, congratulations on your prize. On the Price is Right.
Well, thank you so much. It was such a blessing. I mean, for me to be from Houston and to make it all the way down there, I got to meet Mr. Carey. It was so much fun, and I was just so grateful for the opportunity.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, we were happy to see you win too. We were really.
Thank you. I mean, a lot of people from social media, they were like, well, what is she going to do with a treadmill? I kept it for a while, but I eventually, I went ahead and I sold it, but I love the sauna.
So let me
it's
ask you
amazing.
this: when you sold it, did it have a lot of use on it, or was it still pretty much?
Oh no, we got to list it as brand new. It was, it was absolutely in perfect condition, and it was phenomenal.
Well, Danielle, when I saw you, your arms were nice and toned, and I'm sure you get that from having to roll in your wheelchair. So did you get to use the treadmill at all in any other ways?
I really didn't, but I really like the sauna. But, I really, really enjoyed, just having it there. And I just want to say to everybody, a lot of people didn't understand and they felt mad about the Price is Right. But I am a woman of faith, and I believe that everything happens for a reason. Right. And, through Christ, his Savior, everything strengthens me, and I walk by faith and not by sight.
Wait a minute.
Thank you so much.
You said it correctly, Danielle. We are so happy for you. So what did you do with the money that you
That's enough,
got
Gary.
when you
That's
sold
enough. Miss Danielle, thank you.
Okay.
Thank y'all so much. I appreciate you. I love the show, Ricky. Thank you, and just big good morning to everybody in Houston.
God bless you.
Thank you.
Miss Danielle, God bless you and all your endeavors.
Love y'all so much.
More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming on.
Yeah, man. Let's see where your boy at. What's his name, John?
Your boy Black Tony.
Yeah, Black Tony. Coming to work, man. Hey, man. I'm talking like they talk. Hey, I'm talking like they talk in Birmingham. Hey, man.
Say, man.
Hey, man. Coming to work, man.
Hey, Rick, this morning ain't the time to be joking, sir. Cause it ain't the time to be joking around, sir. Like, for real.
Yeah, because we at work.
No, I know y'all at work, but I'm trying to get to the airport right now, and I don't need you laughing and making everything a joke. That's all you do, sir. You make everything a joke. Everything funny to you.
I'm a stand-up comedian.
Okay, but everything ain't funny. Sometimes folks be going through something, and you,
bro, that's
every day.
We've become immune.
I'm listening, Tony.
Thank you, Maria. I'm going through a family tragedy right now.
That's every day. Y'all
and I'm trying to get to the airport.
For what?
I ain't got no man. My money funny right now. I ain't got no. I was gonna ask you, could you give me a plane ticket? Maria, my cousin got shot.
Oh no.
Yeah, my cousin got shot last night.
What city?
In Chicago.
What happened?
My cousin, Junior. Well, they call him Junior, but his mama and his daddy they seen they was on the street, and his mama and his daddy had walked up on him and seen that he was hanging out with some gang members, and he not even in no gang, so he don't even get down like that. He like to paint and stuff, and his daddy seen him. His daddy went up to the gang dude named Mad Dog, and told him, he said, turn my son loose. And the Mad Dog dude, he pulled out a pistol, and my cousin Junior jumped in front of his daddy.
What the dude daddy name?
His name James. He's James Senior. And my cousin is James Jr. And I got to get up there because he got a little brother and sister.
What James Jr. nickname?
I mean, they just call him JJ.
And what is he got a younger brother?
Maria.
Yeah, what's his name?
This is so sad.
His little brother named Michael.
Michael. And let me ask you something else, Black Tony. So when they was looking out the window, what was they watching?
Watching the asphalt.
Get out! B-O-M-B, bomb. T-O-M-B, Tom, no, tomb. If T-O-M-B is tomb, that's boom, the bomb's over. But no, that's bomb, that's tomb. Get ready. Is this calm or coom? No, that's comb. C-O-M-B, comb. P-O-M-B, poem. No, poem is P-O with an E with an M. Now, P-O-E-M, poem. H-O-E-M, home. No, home is H-O with an M with an E. H-O-M-E, home. S-O-M-E, some. No, that's some. S-O-M-E, some. N-O-M-E, numb. No, that's N-U-M-B. The whole doggone thing is dumb.
Right.
Hold Hold it!
He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T.
It's Gary, baby.
Gary has the tea and the color of the day. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning to you. It's Thursday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and here's what's happening in celebrity news. Y'all, Ricky, people are still talking about this court situation that happened on yesterday. They're saying there's been an updated court docket, y'all, that indicated a settlement had been reached, y'all, in the Rodney Jones versus Sean Combs sexual harassment lawsuit. Now, according to TMZ, y'all, there's an official court docket that was updated yesterday, and a settlement had been reached, y'all, in the Jones versus Combs lawsuit back in New York City. Now, they say per the court docket, y'all, a settlement conference was held, and it was where the two parties reached an agreement, which means Puffy reached an agreement with Mr. Rodney Jones. Now, they're saying that the docket stated that the two parties would submit a draft of their agreement by next week, according to TMZ. Now, the docket also said the parties appeared for the Wednesday conference by video. However, y'all, they're saying that the docket was later updated to remove, y'all, the settlement language. Now, sources close to both parties told TMZ, y'all, that the lawsuit is still very much on and that no settlement had been reached. Now, a source told TMZ that court staff, y'all, made an error when updating the docket. Now, Jones filed a lawsuit against Puffy, y'all, in Southern District of New York on February the 26th. Now, Mr. Jones stated, y'all, that he lived with Puffy in his mansion in Miami, in New York, and in Los Angeles while working for Puffy on the Love album from September 2022 to November of 2023. Now, he alleged, y'all, that he was the victim, honey, of constant, unsolicited, and unauthorized groping and touching of his anus by Mr. Combs. Now, Jones claims, y'all, that Combs exposed himself and showered in a clear glass enclosure in full view of Jones. Now, Bad Boy Stafford alleged, y'all, that that Combs groped Mr. Jones' anus and genitals was only called a friendly horseplay, and, y'all, that those acts were Mr. Combs' way of letting you know that he liked you. And they're saying Combs quickly settled a sexual harassment lawsuit filed by his ex-girlfriend, Cassie, on last year. So it's very interesting.
You don't horseplay like that.
No, you don't. Yeah. But, it's amazing how, when one thing happened, all these things just start happening. I mean, with Puffy, he was a big star, and he still is a big star, I gather. But it's amazing how people starting to come out the woodwork, after Cassie did her situation, honey. Now everybody's starting to come out and say these things about Puffy and stuff. And I don't know, I just can't believe that that's true, because Puffy, being the man that he is, he was the big liquor owner and, had bad boys and all this. I just can't see.
You can be all that and still be a predator.
So, Gary, you think that this is not a money grab for all these people?
I think it's probably a money grab. I think they're just trying to get money from these, because when you down, honey, that's when everybody start kicking you.
But as a man, why would a man? I'm just saying, why would a man put himself out there like that with that much detail of stuff that is really pretty embarrassing for a man to admit? Why would you put yourself out there like that if you were just making it up?
Yeah, well, I don't know, but
at some point your pride has to be worth more than your money. So, like Kay said, why would he lie?
Why would the guy lie?
Yeah, why would the guy lie?
Well, people,
very embarrassing.
That's a lot of detail, especially for a man to come out publicly and be willing to testify in court about something like that.
Yeah, but if nobody don't know who you are, you ain't got nothing to lose.
No, you got a lot to lose. You're a man. You're still a man. You still have your own personal integrity and pride.
And then the backlash, Puffy got fans.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, and he's very rich, and he got goons, I'm sure.
But I think that all of this has been going on, and it probably bothered a lot of the alleged victims, but they got the courage to come out and speak about it when Cassie did. And the fact that he settled with her, they probably are like, well, maybe I can speak my quote-unquote truth now that Cassie has come out.
Yeah, well, we're going to follow this story and stuff, and hopefully, it's very interesting, though. It's just an interesting situation, but I do know how people can, start saying stuff about a person once, they say you kick a dog when they down, so now everybody's just starting to say things. And, look what they did for Michael Jackson. Look at what he had to do, honey, to prove his innocence. So, anyway.
Yeah, I think this is different.
Yeah. All right, moving on. In other celebrity news, y'all, rapper Nicki Minaj, baby. Oh, my God. People are saying Nicki Minaj is a mean person. They got footage, y'all. They caught Nicki Minaj behind the scenes screaming, honey, at her hairstylist just before taking the stage, honey. They said that girl, poor thing, was hurt, honey. But they said Nicki just hollered at her and screamed at her. And people want to know, what was it? I mean, they said it must be hard to live on that level, honey. But it's a sad situation that she was screaming after this woman probably did her hair the best way she could, because all she do is wear pink wigs, and blonde was look like just putting a wig on top of your head and go on stage. That's all.
I'll be screaming too if you have my hair on a French roll. I'm finna go up on stage.
Pineapple scrunches.
So, but honey, people, they're gonna tag Nikki because you can't scream and holler at people. And it's amazing. One thing that we must learn, honey, everything is on camera now. You can't do nothing, honey, without people seeing it or getting a copy of it or whatever. So we're gonna see how they turn out. Hopefully she don't leave.
Them cameras was backstage at Jazz in the Garden. There was a lot going on. It was a lot. You didn't see none of that stuff, Miss. Especially you was back there. We saw it. Yeah. We saw a lot.
Would y'all like to share?
A lot of stuff that didn't get on. Hell no. We ain't finna get beat up. Hell no. We saw a lot.
Some folks got beat up. Well, anyway.
I don't know about that either. Hush.
I don't know.
I'm just letting you know, it'd be a lot going on backstage.
Really? Well, we just gonna keep.
That's why we glad we comedians. So we don't have a lot going on backstage.
I was gonna ask Beyonce, Ella Winters, how do y'all control? Why does every rapper got to have 50 people with him? What's the deal? 50.
That working with Birthday Bash in Atlanta, that's one thing that we have learned is that you have to put how many credentials and passes they get in their contracts, and you start out low. Now, a lot of these people, they don't really have the pool, but you have to put in the contracts. Hey, we're going to give you $50,000 and you get 10 credentials, and we'll give you 10 tickets for your family to go sit out front, because everybody shouldn't be backstage.
Yeah, it just leads to chaos.
Problem. And then they clash with the security guard that's trying to set the boundaries, and it's just so many people headed to the stage. Like one rapper go on stage, and I swear, man, I'm like, man.
Well, y'all not gonna call no names, you know you're talking about it. The color of the day, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color of the day is orangeade. On the high end, you say orangeade. On the low end, just say orange. That's your color for the day. Give us some initials. Initials?
Initials?
And then we can't come with somebody try to beat us up. We can't come to your house because you don't come to the door. Hell no.
Okay.
Y'all give it up for Gary with the team.
Did you see that post?
People are talking.
Here's what's trending on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this morning we got a special guest joining us. Please welcome an absolute legend. He blew up the stand-up comedy scene on Def Comedy Jam and then took Hollywood by storm by starring in the blockbuster hit movies Friday, Money Talk, and the Rush Hour series. Y'all please welcome my good friend, comedian and actor and philanthropist, Chris Tucker.
How you doing, man?
Chris, what up, boy?
Man, I'm excited, man. I'm getting ready for my show tonight at the Fox Theater. Your boy from Decatur, where it's greater, gonna be in the Fox Theater tonight, man. I can't wait, man. I'm home, and ain't nothing like being home, man.
We are so happy to have you on this morning, and the fans been loving the Legend Tour. What made you decide to get back out there, get back on the road?
Man, I never stopped doing stand-up, man. That's one thing I'm glad I never stopped doing. When I was doing the movies, stuff, that kind of, you'd be too tired to go to comedy clubs after filming a movie and stuff. But all these years when I wasn't filming, I was still going and popping into the comedy clubs, still doing comedy clubs, stuff like that, man. But this tour, the Chris Tucker, the Legend Tour, I did it started last year and finishing up this year. And we put this show on sale because everybody was complaining because I didn't have Atlanta on the tour. So I made sure, and that wasn't my fault. So I made sure that we put it on there, man, and it's on. But I love it, man. Being a stand-up comic, that helps you get to the movies. That helps you, with everything. So, and it's the real you. When you play in a movie, you're playing characters, but on stage, stand-up is me. So it's great, man.
Man, we are so proud of you, man. And I have to ask you, about. I know you got to be excited about not only coming back to your hometown, but doing the Fox Theater. We went there last time we were there. We went there to see what Gary the Wiz.
Yep, the Wiz, Candid and Wiz.
I did it from the stage, but I never sat in the audience at the Fox. That place is huge, man. This is a big deal, Chris. Going from your own comedy club right there on Peachtree to the Fox Theater. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, man, I started at the Comedy Act Theater. The Comedy Act Theater on Peach Street. I was an amateur, then became a regular in 1991. As soon as I graduated from high school in 1991, I was in the comedy club. That club opened up, man. I tell you how God opened up doors for you. And then, I was right there, started hosting talent shows in high school. So, it's a big deal. I used to go down to the Fox. I saw Damon Wayans at the Fox Theater, and I was all the way, I had a seat all the way up in the balcony, came down right when he got to end his show, and I grabbed his hand on the side of the stage and said, man, one day I'm going to be like you. And I know he don't remember that, man, but I'm telling you, man, stuff you say, you just don't know. It comes true when you believe it. And so every time I play the Fox Theater, I think about seeing Damon Wayans there. And I think about, the Comedy Act Theater when it opened up in 1990, and I was an amateur, and then I moved to L.A. in 1992. So it's a lot of history, man, all the way from Decatur where it's greater, man. So it's awesome.
Come on now, you better say it. Hey, Chris, Special K, man, would you say that stand-up comedy with the current state that we're in and the internet and all that kind of stuff going on and the controversies and all that, is stand-up comedy still just fun to you?
Yeah, man, it's fun because I realize that everybody, trying to do their thing and all that stuff, but it's always, we was raised, like Ricky, we was raised from Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor, Robin Harris. Just be funny, man. Be funny and have everybody laughing. So that's what I always go about. Just keep it in like that, going to the movie, seeing Stir Crazy and seeing 48 Hours, and just couldn't wait to see Eddie come on the screen, and then watching Raw. And all that stuff. It always go back to, are you funny? And can you make people laugh? And can you get them in the seats in the movie theater? So that's what it's about, man. It ain't about all that other stuff.
So, Chris, speaking of being funny, now, would you say there's a difference between being funny on the stage compared to being funny on the big screen?
Yeah, because it's a different type of art form. You got it, because on stage you can go broad. You can, it's you. But when you're playing a character, you got to go deep into that character. It's a whole nother level, a whole nother gear. When I did Fridays, I had to tone it down from Def Jam and from my tour shows. I had to tone it down. When I did Rush Hour, I had to tone it down because you got serious scenes, you got serious moments, you got funny moments. So you got to be prepared, you got to be ready. You got to have that gear in you. There's a lot of gear.
Yeah, I just remember some of my best memories of you when I would do shows, and somebody was like, "Hey, Chris Tucker sitting back there in your dressing room." I'm like, hey, Brett, I said, Chris, remember the time we was in Montgomery, Chris? I said, I'm going to do a joke. So I went out there on the stage acting like I was hating on Chris. I was saying, man, Chris Tucker. And then he walked out on the stage, and the audience went crazy. Hey, Chris, you remember you came down those steps, man? Everybody was just going crazy that time.
I remember, man. Yeah, I'll show up in a minute to somebody's show, man, because I love comedy, man, being around it, man. But, yeah, I remember that.
Hey, Chris, you've been in the game for so long, like decades, and with that comes a whole lot of wisdom. There are a lot of young comedians who look up to you, who admire you, who are trying to emulate the success that you've had. What would you say is the biggest life lesson that you've learned at this point in your life?
Just don't forget what got you there. When I found out my passion, I was like in the 10th grade. I was trying to figure out what I was going to do at Columbia High School, Decatur, Columbia was greater.
Hey,
I was
you
like,
better say it.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, Columbia, baby, Columbia Drive. So I was like trying to figure out what I was going to do because I didn't want to let my mama down. I had my dad and all that stuff. So I was like, I ain't going to college. I'm barely getting out of high school. So I know I ain't doing that. Let me figure something out. I ain't going to the Marines. They get up too early at the Marines. I'm barely getting to school on time. So then I went to the principal office and one of the secretaries was over the talent show, and they was paying $30. I wanted that $30. I was already making people laugh in school, and I told my first joke in high school, and I said, this is what I'm going to do. And so once I found that passion, I was already rich. I was already wealthy. Yes. I was already, because I didn't tell a lot of people what I was going to do. I just was straight, like as soon as I graduated, I'm going straight to the comedy club, and I told you the Comedy Act Theater opened up right in 1990 when I graduated. It was like God opened that door. So that's your true wealth, when you find out what you enjoy doing and what you'll work hard at, because they say if you work on something, it seems like you're not working, that's a blessing. So, yeah, don't ever forget your passion and whatever you do, if it's drawing, painting, writing, or whatever, that's your wealth. Don't ever let that go, and you'll be rich forever.
Right. Hey, Chris, are you doing a comedy special?
Yeah, I'm gonna turn this into probably a movie or a comedy special, something like that, because it came together good. It's coming together good, and so I'm looking forward to doing something like that.
If you need some help, me and Special K, we do little side job. We'll help you, man. We'll help you, bro. We just love you so much.
Help, all right? I'm calling on you for sure.
We got you.
Hey, listen, man. We Atlanta tonight. Everybody in the ATL. If you in Atlanta, if you in Macon, Georgia, if you in Birmingham, if you in Augusta, surrounding areas. Hey, if you ain't got nothing to do, or whatever, even if you have something to do, put it to the side. Go to the Fox Theater tonight. And if you want people to check out more upcoming shows and dates, where should they go, Chris, to find out your other dates?
Well, this was the last show because we made sure I had to do my hometown. Then I'm going out of the country, so I'll be in Dubai and all over those places like that. But yeah, come see me over there too. Come on, come on.
Y'all make sure y'all follow Chris. Hey, Chris, man, we love you, proud of you. Thank you for all that
Love
you
you,
have.
man.
Yeah, love you, man, for
Thank
real.
you, man. Thank you, Special K, Gary, the Brat. Love y'all, man. Thank y'all. Appreciate it.
Sir.
You too, baby.
Yes, sir, man. Oh, man.
All right.
What a damn pleasure to have you on the show this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all give it up for Chris Tucker. Rickey Smiley Morning Show, man. We are so happy to have Bakari Sellers on this morning, filling in for Jeff Johnson, CNN's own Bakari Sellers. Bakari, we happy to have you. I know you got 3 things you need to know. What up, man?
What up? What's going on, everybody? Ricky, it's good to hear your voice this morning. It's hard to narrow 3 things down. The world is spinning on its axis pretty quickly. But number 1 is the House yesterday voted to ban TikTok. Now, some of y'all don't even know what TikTok is, so you're going to have to ask your kids when you pick them up from school today. But all those dances and everything that you see on TikTok, a lot of the political messages that you see spreading, particularly amongst young people, there is a piece of legislation that says that any application that is controlled by foreign adversaries, and those adversaries can be deemed so by the president, can be shut down or forced to sell. And there's a question about ownership of TikTok, whether or not it's owned by the Chinese government, where your information goes. And so the House took an extraordinary step yesterday to ban TikTok. Your kids are going to be asking you about it. Teenagers are upset. Young voters are upset. And it was an interesting combination of Republicans and Democrats voting with each other yesterday. So that's probably the hottest topic. That's number 1. Number 2, my boy Don Lemon is back in the news. I know many people know that me and Don are really close. I love Don Lemon. He just got paid millions of dollars to no longer work at CNN. And yesterday, after one show on Elon Musk's new X, he got fired. So Elon's going to have to pay him the rest of that contract as well. He got fired after his interview with Elon Musk. Exactly. I mean, first of all,
Bakari, you know what that contract was? How much was that contract?
I have a good feeling that it was substantial. It was in the 7 figures.
Okay, cool.
And what happened was he interviewed Elon Musk and asked him questions about his drug use, asked him some hard-hitting questions, but nothing out of bounds. There were no parameters to the interview. Elon consented to the interview, and after the interview, Don got a text that said contract terminated. So Don goes in the Business Hall of Fame, in my opinion, because of the simple fact that he is now getting paid for 2 jobs, millions of dollars, that he don't have to work no more.
Come on, man.
That is just
right.
That is to be respected.
You can't beat that. You can't beat that. And number 3, last but not least, is we have a tradition in this country, and this is going to freak some people out, but we have a tradition in this country that when you have a presumptive nominee of the opposing party for president of the United States, they are allowed to begin receiving daily briefings of highly confidential, classified, top secret information. So what that means is that Donald Trump, with all of his issues with classified documents, Donald Trump with all of his indictments, his sharing information in the Oval Office, because of our traditions in this country, Donald Trump now will be able to receive his classified briefings every single day because he is the Republican nominee for president of the United States. So,
Bakari, I have a question on that. I also heard that that's up to the that President Biden has an option whether or not to authorize those briefings. Is that true or false?
True. That's true. I mean, it's up to President Biden and at some extent the Gang of Eight. I do believe, however, that he will be allowed to receive those briefings unless or up until he's convicted of a crime or a felony, particularly that involving classified documents.
Oh, that's crazy. That's scary, too. Yeah,
man, that is scary. So those are the three things, man. Those are my three things. And then number four, you didn't ask me for four. But four is my new book, The Moment, comes out April 23rd. Everybody go cop that. It's a good one.
Yeah. Hey, Bakari, always good to have you on. We look forward to watching you on CNN every day. Y'all give it up and show your love right now for the one and only Bakari Sellers.
Thank you.
Please welcome P.J. Morton. Hey, and actually calling in from Korea. Man, what are you doing way in Korea, man?
Man, what's going on, Ricky and the squad? Good to be talking to you, man.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm in Korea. We just got to Korea today from Beijing, China. We had a show in China last night, and we started this tour off in Manila, Philippines. So I'm doing an Asian, New Zealand, and Australian tour right now. So, man, I'm blessed. I'm feeling good.
Man, congratulations on your new single, Please Be Good, which is set to be on your upcoming album. Now, how is this project right here different from all the other projects?
Yeah, well, this is different because I went to Africa for the first time, and we spent 30 days over in Africa, and I created a project purely in those 30 days. I didn't write anything before we left. And I didn't write anything after I left Africa. We went to 4 countries: South Africa, Nigeria, Ghana, and Egypt.
Nice.
And I was just inspired, man, by the continent, by seeing my people, and so it's got a different flavor.
Yeah, we love hearing all of those experiences in your music too. Good morning, PJ. This is Maria Moore. I love
Maria,
following
how
you.
you
Hey, I'm doing good.
Yeah.
I love following you on social media and just seeing all the great things you got going on. We're getting ready for a trip to Disney, and we heard you were the first Black composer to write an original song for a Disney attraction.
That's big time.
Oh, my gosh. Can you talk about that?
Yes. It's a dream come true, and it's actually the first Black attraction at Disney, period. And then I was able to write the theme song. It's a New Orleans theme to the ride. I'm a New Orleans boy. And I got that call from Disney, which is a dream come true because I've always wanted to write songs for Disney. Well, I thought I was going to write for a movie. I never thought I would write for an attraction that'll be here 30 years, plus. But it's really exciting. So, yeah, I'm honored.
Yeah, that's for Tiana's Bayou Adventure. That's Tiana's Bayou Adventure. So, yeah, we're looking forward to that. Yep.
That's right. Yeah, we got to all make a trip down there this summer. I want it to be the blackest Disney World they've ever seen.
I know that's right. Well, PJ, a lot of people might not know that you are the keyboardist for pop band Maroon 5, which is so dope. Now, what's the backstory?
Yeah.
How did you first get started doing that?
Yeah, I've been in a band. Well, this July it'll be 14 years.
Wow.
I've been with the guys for a long time. It really started out. They were looking for a keyboard player that could sing, and I was actually on a solo tour of mine, and I was like, I canceled the last 3 dates of my tour, and I went to audition for them in L.A. And they've been a band since 8th grade, so really. It was awkward for both of us, but I auditioned. I was the first one to audition, and I felt the connection to them. But it's been a crazy ride. I mean, we, from number one singles, I played the Super Bowl, I played the Oscars. It's been amazing to be with those guys. But yeah, 14 years. It's been a minute now. Yeah.
Hey, so Pete, wait a minute. I just got to throw this in there before you ask your question. So I know you still. The truth on that Hammond organ. I know you can still
Not
do
like
a
you,
good.
Ricky.
Man, please. I know you still got a good "What a Friend We Have in Jesus" in you. I know you do.
Oh man, yes indeed. That's the first song my dad made me learn too. But no, that'll never leave me, man. That's just a part of who I am. So I can always get there, get down on them pedals, and that organ.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, for sure.
Gary, go ahead.
So PJ, so what can we expect to see in the future of PJ Morton?
What's up, Gary? Yeah,
How you
well,
doing?
this album we're gonna put out soon. This album that we did in Africa is gonna be called Cape Town to Cairo. We went from Cape Town, South Africa, all the way to the top of Africa in Egypt, at Cairo, Egypt. So that's coming, and I also have a memoir coming out in November.
Congratulations on that.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. It's called Saturday Night, Sunday Morning, and it's really talking about what you're talking about, Ricky, just now. My start in the church, how I'm able to exist in all of these different places, gospel music, but also, my R&B music, and then being pop music with Maroon 5. It's all who I am, and how I exist independently and in the major industry too. So I thought it was a good time to tell my story. So that'll be out November 12th.
All right,
so I'm
man.
excited about that too. Yeah.
And let everybody how they can connect with you in the tour, and let everybody know your social media.
Yes, well, I'm at PJ Morton on everything, at PJMorton. And the website, you can get tickets for whatever and see the tour at pjmortonmusic.com.
There it is, man. Hey, love you. And we always playing How Deep Is Your Love with you and Yubba. I play that so much. I'm sure you get phone calls. I rock that at least once or twice a week. That's my go-to. I absolutely love you, man. And tell your dad,
man.
I said hello. I love. We all love Bishop Paul Morton. And thank you for joining us today, man. Y'all give it up and show your love for the one and only PJ Morton. Nah, man. Now, thank you for coming on, man. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
News headlines. Entertainment. Sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, 26 minutes after the hour, y'all got your front page right here. Maria, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, RSMS family. Here's what's happening in news. The House on Wednesday passed bipartisan legislation to force TikTok's Chinese parent company to sell the social media platform or face a ban in the U.S. President Biden said he will sign the bill if it makes it through Congress. If enacted, the bill would give ByteDance 6 months to divest from TikTok before app stores would start prohibiting access. Here's what TikTok CEO Shou Chew had to say about the potential ban.
Over the last few years, we have invested to keep your data safe and our platform free from outside manipulation. We have committed that we will continue to do so. This legislation will also take billions of dollars out of the pockets of creators and small businesses.
Now, folks are getting rich on TikTok. TikTok estimates that about 5 million businesses use the social media platform to reach customers, and many influencers are saying their businesses would take a hit if the app is banned in the U.S. In other news, Vice President Kamala Harris will visit a Planned Parenthood clinic in Minnesota today, according to a White House official. The visit marks a significant move on women's rights as Harris continues to highlight an issue the campaign believes will galvanize moderate voters in November. Lastly, a poll showed that 23% of mothers admit to having a favorite child. One psychologist explains often a mom's favorite will be a child with similarities in personality to their own, sometimes even the child who most reminds them of a younger version of themselves. But there are other signs, too. These include...
I'm not the favorite.
Oh.
In a good way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, but I thought this was interesting. They say that you may have a favorite child if you consistently pick their name or birthday for your passwords, and if most of their pictures are in your office, in your home, or in your phone.
My kids think I got a favorite, but it varies from day to day, week to week, as to who's in that position.
You rotate them.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Ricky, my grandmother was so petty. She would change her will every time one of her kids made her mad. Like literally go in the closet and change her will. Yeah.
That sounds like me. That is a good conversation we should have on the air one day, because when you're looking at your kids and their personalities or whatever, something happens to you, you definitely want to have the kid in place that always seems to do the right thing. And for me, I got a lot of important nieces and nephews, my youngest son, and then ones that keep in touch with you and talk to you on a regular, that you have a more genuine relationship with, not one that, only hits you when they want something. They don't, they tend to be about themselves. Or whatever. I'm not saying, that, but I'm just saying these are things that you look at when you start making those kind of decisions. Who's going to do the right thing if something happened to you? That's so important.
For sure. I'm Maria Moore, and those are a few of today's news stories. For updates and more headlines, go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. Rock T, what's going on in sports?
What it do? Miami quarterback Joe Flacco is leaving the Cleveland Browns, ladies and gentlemen. He's headed to Indianapolis to sign a one-year deal with the Colts. $8.7 million. Yes, indeedy, man. Flacco was sitting on the couch last year before Cleveland called him, and they helped lead him to the playoffs. He was the comeback player of the year, and he'll be backing up second-year quarterback Anthony Richardson. In the meantime, Rick Dog, former Minnesota Vikings quarterback Kirk Cousins is now an Atlanta Falcon. He just signed a 4-year deal worth $180 million.
Everybody mad, and then he going to come and turn the whole program around. That always happens, but we're going to see.
But why are Falcons fans mad at this situation? I mean,
because they wanted Justin Fields.
Yeah. Okay, who's more established as a successful career so far?
They ain't looking at it like that.
What you mean?
Man, you got to understand the culture of Atlanta. They want the face of the Falcons to represent the culture of the city.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay, well, Kirk Cousins is 35. He's won pretty much everywhere he's been. Solid quarterback. He going to turn tight end Kyle Pitts loose. I'm going to tell you something right now. Kyle Pitts probably going to be the best tight end in the league, probably behind Kelsey next year. I'm excited to see what's going to happen.
Atlanta trying to get back where they can win the first half of somebody's Super Bowl.
Right, exactly. Well, they won the
glory
first
days.
Half. They won the first half.
Glory days.
That hurt my feelings.
They just blew the second half.
They say the strip club was so empty, but they say 285 with and Highway 20 was so quiet. It was
dessert. It was tumbleweed.
Hey, that was the first COVID. That was the first sign of COVID when Atlanta lost the Super Bowl in Atlanta.
Oh boy,
you up 23 points.
The plane stopped landing. Delta wasn't doing nothing.
Man,
nobody on the pole. The strip club, Magic City, was closed. Like
TSA agents wasn't even checking people in at the airport. They were just letting you walk through. They didn't even care. They were like, man, just go ahead through.
Yeah. Hey, they said Lenox Mall was closed. Wasn't nobody in West End, Decatur.
I cried
could nobody
when they lost
find T.I.? Could nobody find T.I. and Tiny? Outkast was missing. Like, nobody heard from Brat. Brat was off social media. It was bad.
Oh, my God.
It was bad. It was so bad they put Shirley Franklin back in office. They put her back in as mayor.
Oh, man.
Kasim said, I can't do it.
Even Jimmy Carter was cussing it. You know him.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and you can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
Not Jimmy Carter.
Jimmy Carter was like, these mother. Yeah, Jimmy Carter saying, these mother.
Oh, them dirty birds. That was a dirty day right there for the dirty birds.
Yeah, that was. It was sad.
That was the worst thing that ever happened to Atlanta to only win the first half of the Super Bowl to get beat out by Tom Brady. Well, Atlanta had the whole city had to go to
hated
therapy.
Tom Brady after that. Yeah,
Oh my
I
God.
hated Tom Brady.
I mean, they had it. I'm talking about didn't nobody know where Mike Roberts and Carroll was and Frank Ski and Wanda. They went missing. Like,
You couldn't get a therapy appointment because the therapist was at therapist.
Yeah, man. Doggone shame what they did to them birds.
Oh my God.
Oh, man.
Brad, I'm so sorry, Brad. Y'all know we be pulling for Atlanta, man. They had canceled birthday bash. We couldn't do nothing at the Fox Theater. They took the sign down on the Fox.
Man.
And that's right when Gladys Knight closed. Gladys Knight closed the Buzz Restaurant.
Chicken and waffles.
The Falcons fans ain't even Falcons fans no more.
Oh my God.
You think Atlanta hadn't recovered? They still haven't recovered from that,
No, we
right?
ain't recovered. We still ain't recovered. No, man. We still ain't got back right.
Every time I watch them, I think about that. I can't even watch them play without getting depressed a little bit. Like,
oh my God, we got Atlanta is slow. They slowly coming back. Atlanta slowly coming back. Special K.
Oh, we trying, man. But when I heard Jimmy Carter say that mother, I knew it was over with. I knew it was over with.
Dion,
never heard him say MF.
Primetime don't even claim him no more.
It's bad. Yeah, it's bad, man. So yeah, man. So Kirk Cousins, Brett, he might turn it around. You know, I think that
let's just try to hope for the best.
Yeah. Gary, we gotta pray, Gary.
Oh, we praying night and day, honey. I'm staying on my knees.
Yes, sir. Everybody, I want everybody in Atlanta to start fasting right now. Don't eat nothing until the first game.
Oh, please. We're gonna